everybody, Robbie here. Welcome to the Coach's Journey podcast. Short episode today, which only requires a short intro. It's a video that I made for the Coach's Journey YouTube channel. You'll hear that in the once we get going. And in response to a listener question. So do get questions in if there's things you want to ask, things you think we should be creating content on, and do also head over to YouTube. There's some YouTube-only content and clips and things like that there, and there's likely to be more of that as time goes on. You can find us by searching The Coach's Journey on YouTube or clicking the link at thecoachesjourney.com. Do give us a like and subscribe on there, as well as wherever you're listening to this. And don't forget that if you want the foundations for a successful coaching business, you can get a free ebook about that at thecoachesjourney.com. That's called An Introduction to the Coaching Business Flywheel. So do check that out if you haven't already. But without further ado, here is this episode of the show, which is about how to choose a coaching training program. Question we get all the time, and here's what I almost always say about it. Hi everybody. So just a quick video from me today. I'm Robbie. If you don't know me, I'm the founder and creator of The Coach's Journey. At thecoachesjourney.com, you can find out loads and loads of resources for coaches, and that's all part of us at The Coach's Journey, really believing in the power of coaching and wanting everyone who has the potential to be an amazing coach to get to do amazing coaching, and no one to quit coaching because the business of coaching feels too hard. So one of the questions we get quite a lot is from new coaches thinking about where to train as a coach. And I used to recommend the place I trained because it was fantastic, but it was a startup and it's resting at the moment, at least publicly. You can't sign up to publicly running courses, although we do sometimes resurrect that material to run internally at organizations. So what I recommend really is what I did in my career change. And so I'll put a link to a little article below about finding work you love, and it's got this bit in it about the lean career change. Essentially, that is run experiments to get a feeling, a good feeling about something or a bad feeling. So if you're looking for coaching training, there's so many things out there. What you want to do is run some low cost, low risk experiments to find out more about a bunch of these training places and then see where you get to. And the good thing about that is most training providers run like an introductory evening or day, and the best thing to do is find the ones online that are most interesting to you, go to their introductory things, see which ones you get a good feel for, and trust it. And look, it can be useful to track to find coaches that you'd like who have been through it. It can be useful to think about ICF accreditation, although I put that a bit lower than some people do in priority order. On the Coach's Journey podcast, for example, you could hear about some really interesting organizations that I've heard good things about, and I love the people I've spoken to who have trained or trained people there. I haven't trained through them, so I can't know for sure, but some of the host team have. So for example, you could think about Barefoot Coaching. You could listen to the interview we've got with Kim Morgan, who's the founder of Barefoot Coaching, on the podcast, or you could listen to the interviews with Ruth Saville or Alex Swallow, who both trained there. You get a feel then for the kind of people who might be on those trainings. You could look at Animas. He's no longer working there, but you could go back to particularly the first interview with Robert Stevenson, get a sense from that of the kind of guy that they used to have running that. He's moved on now, so it's a little different, but again, that might give you a feel. And you could listen to the interview I did with Neil McKinnon, one of the host team, who is a trainer on the faculty at the Academy of Executive Coaching. Another AOEC student we've had on the show is John Monks, so you could check out that episode. So those are all places to start, but the most important thing is just experiment and wait for a good feeling. And of course, you've got to match up. The other one you could think about is the Mo Foundation. So Katrina Horry, and Mark Bixter are both Mo trainers. And Jeffrey Wotherspoon are all Mo trainers who've been on the show. And Alex Whitten has been through the Mo program as well as who else have we had? Let me get that up. This is the great thing about recording these videos live. We had a really great guest recently whose surname is escaping me. Chloe Garland, of course. I was going to say Chloe something else, but that was somebody I used to work with. So there's some examples of people you could check out. We'll put some links in the show notes to all those people. And a particular thank you to Paul Bello for the question that prompted me to make this video, because now we've got this. This is how to choose your coaching training. Remember, above all, you're going to keep learning as a coach, and so there's no need. You don't have to get it perfect this time. You just want to get enough so that you can get going. And of course, what I used to say was you might want to think about how they support you to use the coaching as well, because that was something I really valued from the coaching school where I trained before it closed its doors. But actually, that's why we have the Coach's Journey, so you don't need to worry about that, because there's loads of resources on the Coach's Journey to help you run a business. All right. Thanks, Paul, for the question, and thank you for watching.
Hello everybody, Robbie here again, and just a couple of things to share with you before you go on to the rest of your day. If you do go on to do a coaching training program, and I hope you do, because as I said, the world needs more great coaches, then I hope you'll consider subscribing and following this podcast wherever you're listening, to help you guide you on your journey. The coaching world can be a really opaque place. It can be hard to navigate, hard to work out what means what, and that's why this podcast exists, really, both to help people navigate it, and then once they're in working as a coach, to make sure they actually get to do the coaching they want to do. So do subscribe or follow wherever you're listening. You might also be interested in downloading the free ebook that I mentioned at the start of the show, An Introduction to the Coaching Business Flywheel. You can get that at thecoachesjourney.com. That hopefully makes the business of coaching a bit clearer. And if you're already a coach, you might be interested in the Coach's Journey community. That's my flexible, affordable group coaching program for coaches. You pay between $20 and £100 a month and get access to a certain number of group coaching calls each year, plus some one-to-one time with me if you're a full member, and various other benefits. And you get the chance to be connected to other amazing coaches on their own journeys. We get members who are still doing their coaching training, who want to get going on building their business straight away, who join the community. So I'd love to have you there if that's you. There's no too soon to join, because it's such a flexible way of working and an amazing way for coaches to learn. If you want to become a supporter of the podcast, you can do that too. You give us some financial support and get various other benefits. You can do that at patreon.com/thecoachesjourney. Find out about the community at thecoachesjourney.com/community. Thanks so much to everyone who has supported the Coach's Journey over the years, but in particular, thank you to Alex Whitten, Alison Malone, David Norris, Jessica Jem, Linda Ransom, and Lucy Braun for your ongoing support. Thank you too for listening, and we hope to have you back with us on the Coach's Journey podcast sometime soon.